Okay, so we just finished up stickers. Let's now move on to the labels. So to make a label, you tap the pink cloud, which is up in the top right. Then you'll see create your own labels. It's that second box down, tap that. And then you simply just start out by tapping where it says tap. So then you get presented with the keyboard and then you type in whatever you want your label to say. So let's say in our case, we'll do a Carly. Just like that. And now if you want to remove the keyboard and continue editing, you press this down check right there, or the down arrow, sorry. Or if you just wanted to create that label, all you would have had done was tap the check mark up in the top right. So now we have our Carly. So if we want to make it a little bit bigger, we can just by simply tapping that plus sign. Or you make it a little bit smaller by tapping the minus sign. So let's make it a little bit bigger. Now, if you see the pencil on the far left, that's going to be your font. So you could use any font you want. Go back to what we had, and there's plenty of options in here. There's a couple cool ones. Some that are a little bit more fun. I know the Party LET, that one's pretty cool. But for now, we'll just go back to Bodani. That's my preferred font, which means it probably won't be anybody else's, but it's one I do like. So we'll use that one. Now to change the color of the label, you touch the little artboard on the bottom right. Then you have a bunch of options here. Now don't mind where it says bubble. You guys won't have that version just yet, but it should be on the store 2 to 3 days from now. So pretty cool update. I'll make a separate video about that. So right now on the text, if you have the text selected, you simply just drag your finger along this color wheel, and it follows the same functionality as coloring the banners and the text labels in the other part on the actual main screen. And then if you want to use the preset colors, just go ahead and tap them and you can make it any color you want. Now if you're going to just use a label, your probably best bet is to use a black shadow behind it, because sometimes on photos your labels can get kind of drowned out. Now if you don't want the shadow, just touch this double A with the shadow button there on your right and the shadow's gone. But probably a good idea to use it, so we're going to put that back on, and you could again change the color of your shadow now as long as the shadow is selected by dragging your finger or using any of the pre-selected options. So for this one, we'll just go with black. So when you're all done with that, to use that label, you just tap the check mark up at the top right, and your label's on the screen. It immediately turns this into a sticker, so you could use your two fingers, you could zoom it in, you can make it a little smaller, you could turn it, and then to delete it, you just simply double tap it. Now let's go back into the label maker. It saves the exact spot that you were on. This way you don't have to start from scratch. But in this case we are, so you could touch the trash can up at the top left, and that will automatically remove it. And then we can start typing in our next label. So let's do an Azure. Now our label's finished. We don't need to edit it because we know this is what we want to use. So we just tap the check mark up at the top right. And again, put it anywhere you want, two-finger pan zoom, and you see how that shadow really helps make it stand out a little bit, even against that light green background. So it probably is a good idea. You won't always need it, but it does help. Okay, so that's that for that. And now we have one last thing to show you for the labels. If you make a nice label and you want to save it because it takes a little bit long to make, you simply just press that cloud with the arrow and it will save it to your watermark uploader stash. So let's go ahead and save something now. I saved a couple, so you'll see them when we access it. Now this is the new collection that just came out. So there's what it looks like. Let's go back here. Now we're going to touch that white cloud and save it. Now you'll see at the bottom, there's that little saving line going across. And then when it does save, it'll say save to your personal stash just at the top there. Now if you go to your upload watermark here button, you'll see it's the one on the top left. So it's always going to be in there. Or if you want to, of course, upload your own watermarks, just go ahead and click there, tap to upload. You could choose any one you want. Let's do this unicorn right here. Just wait for it to finish real fast, and it'll pop up, and now these will save forever. So now you can use any of these stickers anytime you want, no matter how many times you restart the app. Now, if you would like a closer look at it, you just simply press the gold star. It'll zoom in, and it'll show you your exact label. Now, you could remove it from your personal watermark stash by pressing the delete button, or just tap no way, and you'll go back to normal. And the same thing goes for every other sticker. To use it, you just simply tap it, and they'll show up on the screen there as a sticker. You could zoom in, pan, and do whatever you would like. And on the next video, I'll show you what we added to this to make it a little bit more unique and just give you a couple more options. So that's about it for the labels. Hope this video helped. See you in the next video.